Hey fans, how's it going?
The camera's over there.
Cares. I'm over here.
No, look at the camera.
I am. What you do? I don't want to do it again. I can't look at the camera, Nick. I'm looking at your screen.
Don't look at the screen.
3.8 out of 5.
Whoa, no!
That just doesn't work for us.
Sound, speeding, camera, rolling. 1979. Take 303, mark.
I know half stars on take 303. I know half stars on take 303. Alright, no half stars on take 303.
Welcome to Take 303, powered by Fort Way Media, the podcast where the guy who knows a lot about film and his friend. I'm Nick Molinari. JP Brooks is not with us today, but we are talking about Violent Night. With us, we have a three-time guest with us. Please welcome back to the show, X-Bob.
Hi fans, nice to be back.
So we brought you back. It's an August episode, but we have a kind of Christmas in July movie with us today. We're talking about Violent Night, starring David Harbour, John Leguizamo, and Beverly D'Angelo. It stars David Harbour as Santa, but in a way that we haven't seen in a movie before. And it's a super bloody action film where Santa has to save a family that is taken hostage during a home robbery. And first initial thoughts, we just watched this week. What were your thoughts? Like one quick sentence.
Oh, it's a B movie. A movie like you used to have in Times Square. I mean, you're killing Christmas as is. First of all, you had Silent Night, Bloody Night. There's been Christmas movies like this before. Santa, chops people up and all. In this case, your Santa's an alcoholic.
Sit up.
Alcoholic. Supposedly human, but immortal. Very confusing.
Well, yeah, they were going for both action and comedy. They were doing a lot of tongue-in-cheek kind of grindhouse type things here. Now, I know this isn't for kids. It's an R-rated movie. But do you think it works as like an action film?
Oh, sure. That's all it was action. All the fight scenes, all action. And it's not a kid's movie. Nobody should take a kid under 16 to see this. Because then Santa's out the window. They see this. They're not going to be sleeping Christmas night. Let's put it that way.
It's like, who stuck out to you in this movie?
Oh, Leguizamo.
Why?
Because I like him when he plays a bad guy. Remember in Spawn, he was the devil's henchman.
Yeah, he was the clown guy.
Right. He's good at those roles. So.
He's very good at playing over the top. I thought he was a little bit too over the top here. I think David Harbour, the guy that played Santa, just did a tremendous job here. Like because the whole thing is
all
like
he did was fight.
Yeah, but he's making fun of the universe that they put themselves in, and I think he does a really good job. I think everyone else kind of fades into the background. Like when I was talking to Liz about this, she was watching it with me, and she said, I told her, like, there's one big problem in this is that we don't care about the family that Santa is supposed to be protecting in this film. And she's like, I don't think that matters. Do you think it matters? Shouldn't we care about the hostages? Because I found them to be annoying. Like the guy that plays the
hostages weren't there, Santa wouldn't be able to fight anybody. So
no, I know. It's just
the hostages, or the bank hold up, or they're going to hit Santa's home, like in Hey, Scrooge.
Yeah, it actually did remind me of the opening of Scrooge.
Yeah.
Scrooge with Bill Murray. That was, but Santa was taken hostage in his own workshop, and who comes to save him?
Lee Majors.
Yeah, that's what I thought this movie originally was when I saw the trailer, because this movie came out 2 years ago, and when I saw the trailer, that's the first thing I thought of, is that opening of Scrooge. So I think it's playing on that idea of this is really a skit, but I'm not sure if this skit deserves the 2-hour runtime that it's given. I found myself being bored at times.
For the first 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, I took a quick 5-minute nap at the beginning also. So I think like this would have also benefited if it was like a 90-minute movie, maybe even an 80-minute movie. I don't think the joke lasts the full runtime, but I think the highlights to this movie are easily the action scenes. I don't think they were to the degree of like something like John Wick, but I think for how they looked, they were really entertaining, and I enjoyed the scenes where the little girl gets like inspiration from Home Alone, and she starts doing her own booby traps, but they're way more violent than Home Alone.
Of course, violence. Violence is the name of the game. It makes money.
What were the problems in this movie?
From beginning, let's see.
Yeah.
Santa's an alcoholic. Santa's a bum off the street. That's how he behaves. But Santa is immortal. He says he comes where he comes from, thousands of years, hundreds, what the hell it was, I don't explain that. But then, if he's immortal, then why does he die?
Yeah, that part was confusing because they show him back in like the times
Why,
of
he
like
never-
Sparta.
He never got wounded in all these battles over the hundreds of years.
So yeah, I assume he never just didn't get stabbed in battle.
Should call it Santarine, Wolverine's uncle or something. You know, he heals himself, and
There were problems really just in the setup too. Like, if did you watch the first the Purge movie?
no.
Well, it takes place in a house similar to this, and there's robbers in the house, basically, people trying to kill each other, and they're shooting off guns, they're having all these fights, but then nobody hears each other in the big house. Like, Liz was saying, like, oh, that house is huge. Like, you wouldn't hear, like, if somebody was fighting in a room
you
on
mean
the
when
other.
Santa and the guy beating the hell out of each other?
Yeah, and then
making noise,
nobody hears-
breaking glass.
Yeah.
but nobody can hear anything.
Nobody hears anything. They break like a
What else is new?
pinball machine and everything. But
Yeah.
that's the movie, world that we live in. Like, even like all the bad guys, they show up with, identical looking snowmobiles and like jackets and everything. Like, that's definitely like a movie trope.
Snowmobiles. That's right. Snowmobiles like Lee Majors.
Yeah.
They probably copied this from that.
No, I'm actually surprised that when Scrooge came out, the funny thing about Scrooge, not to go on a huge tangent, but a lot of the things in Scrooge that they were making fun of became true. Like, there's one scene where they talk about commercials for cats. And then who's the guy that plays the head of the studio? Robert Mitchum. He goes, oh, what if we had a channel just for pets? And that's a thing now. They have channels just for dogs and for cats and stuff.
So.
But that sounded silly in the 80s when that came out, and now it's a real thing. So, like, I'm surprised that when people saw that trailer that they didn't make it. Because nowadays, if you make a fake trailer, like even the Grindhouse movies, when they did Hobo with a Shotgun and Machete, and
those are movies.
No, but those were fake trailers in Grindhouse, and then they turned into movies. So I'm surprised someone didn't see Scrooge and say, like, oh, let's make that with Lee Majors, or let's make a version of that.
They did. This is it. Well, there's a lot of things I don't understand. If that maniac went through thousands of years of warriors and fighting and everything, why the hell did it take him so long to beat the hell out of one or two guys? He needed his hammer. Then we got Thor in the movie.
Yeah. He gets magic powers from the hammer.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It becomes part of the Santa lore.
Right. He had a hammer his whole life. He's in battles. He always had a hammer. You got these guys beating the hell out of him. You know what I'm saying? What a wussy warrior.
I did like the character development for Santa, though. Like, I know you have problems with, like, how they're destroying the image of Santa, that it's supposed to be a nice guy, but this is not clearly for children, so I think you get the room to make different changes to Santa. But I did like that, similar to the Santa in Elf, you saw a decline in like Christmas spirit and people that believe in him and people that believe in Christmas, and that kind of drove him to a darker side where he's just like depressed and an alcoholic.
Well, for you fans out there, if you want to see a good Dark Santa movie, check out Mel Gibson and Fat Man.
I didn't see that one, so...
Not too bad.
No, but quickly, without spoiling anything, tell them, because you have a knack for spoiling movies. You actually saw Deadpool about 3 hours before I did, and you managed not to spoil anything, so I do give you props for that one. but the way you ruined the others for me was just astronomical.
I save you money. Some of these movies ain't worth it like this. Thank God we didn't see this movie when it first came out. I want my money back. Fat Man was great. Fat Man is also Santa. Mel Gibson plays him. Except this Santa lives in the outskirts, in the wilderness and everything like a regular person. But somebody wants to assassinate him. Doesn't this all sound familiar, by the way?
It sounds like Commando.
And basically, the guy who wants to assassinate him is probably that's where this character comes from, Leguizamo's character from that movie. It's amazing how these two movies are like, oh wow, except one makes more sense, Fat Man.
What?
Check it out, guys. If you get it, it's hard to get, but you know.
What did you think of Beverly D'Angelo?
Oh, that's who that was? I didn't recognize her.
Yeah, that's who the mom was. The grandmother.
She must have had a bad plastic surgeon. Oh my God. That looked nothing like her. What they do
And you
to her
watched
throat.
this 1.5
What they
times.
No, I knew it was her. I used to tell her, oh my God, look what they did to her face. What'd she do? 20 plastic surgeons and they screwed it up anyway?
Probably.
And then her voice was a mess, probably because they worked on her neck with the wrinkles.
Yeah, because those are the 3 lead stars. Otherwise, I didn't really know anyone else in the cast. Did you know anybody else there?
Yeah, Santa. No.
No, you didn't know that was Hellboy, but yeah, the new Hellboy.
Another bomb.
Yeah.
Stop hey, you idiots in Hollywood, stop making redoing these. It doesn't work too well. You tried it with Ghostbusters, it bombed. You tried it with Hellboy, it bombed. You keep trying it and it keeps bombing. You guys want to make money, come up with different things to get your damn imaginations together. End of story. Stop making remakes. They all suck.
All right, now
Those people out there, if you don't believe me, watch. What is it?
Twisters.
Oh, Twisted. That's one. That's a recent one. But Charles Bronson did it.
Mechanic.
Well, that was terrible. The remake. Sure.
No, you like the Jason Statham ones.
Yeah, but not compared to the original.
Yeah.
What about Death Wish remade? Who's remade?
Jodie Foster did that one.
No.
Yeah, she did the Brave one. It was a Death Wish remake.
But they remade Death Wish.
Oh, and then they did remake. I don't remember that one at all.
Bruce Willis. It was that bad.
Oh yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah, I did watch it. I did watch Death Wish. That was so bad. They changed the whole thing. They got rid of the whole motivation for the character and just made him a killing machine. It was crazy.
Suggestion: when you see the remake in a movie, try to look at the original first. You'd be surprised.
Since this is a Christmassy movie, before we get to our ratings, does this fall into? Would you end up rewatching this around Christmas time or complete
No.
pass?
It's a horror movie. What the hell am I gonna watch Christmas?
Because it's Christmas
Watch it
themed.
Halloween.
Also, we didn't even mention that this is a complete rip-off of Die Hard.
Why?
You didn't notice?
Knows what?
That it's a family trapped in the house. Robbers come in. They lock it down. There's a big vault.
In Die Hard, there was a skyscraper. And it
There's a
wasn't
big
family,
vault
it was
in
a
the
big
building.
company. How
Liz
is
said
it
this
the
is
same?
Die Hard.
Ain't Die Hard.
And when I looked it up, they
my-
said Santa Claus meets Die Hard. It's a Die Hard movie. And then he has to, get scrappy with it and take down each terrorist or, one after the other. John Leguizamo was basically the Hans Gruber role.
No.
Yes.
All these movies look the same there.
I mean, Olympus Has Fallen is a big Die Hard ripoff. Would you rewatch this?
No.
All right.
That's
So,
why thank God I didn't go see because there'd be awards. Say, give my damn money back.
all right. So tell me your rating. Remember the rules here. We don't do half stars, and it's out of 5. Tell me what you think about Violent Night. No one's given zeros before. Joe loves giving zeros, but he hasn't been able to. This is an audio podcast.
So it's
Use
a
your
one.
Use your words.
Huh?
There's a mic in front of you. Use your words.
One.
Okay.
Uno.
Tell them why.
Uno. I wish I didn't have to give it 1. I could have gave it 0. But,
Don't cover
this
yourself.
is society today.
Why? So why 1? Tell them why. Very quickly.
It sucks.
Okay.
End of story. It sucks. I mean, it's boring. In fact, I heard you fell asleep on it.
I did fall asleep for about 5 minutes. Yeah, I woke myself up with some popcorn.
Imagine that Santa's beating the hell out of some guys. And
They
he falls
didn't
asleep.
start beating people up yet.
I know.
It was the
first
beginning.
40 minutes,
Yeah.
boring as hell.
All right. So for me, again,
One other question.
Yeah.
Wait. Where'd the father of that girl get the walkie-talkie or phone that's hooked up to Santa to begin with?
He pulled it out of the attic. It was
When did he get that?
in the beginning.
No.
Did
it
you
was
fall
in the
asleep?
attic. Where did he get it from?
Oh, there's a closet where he has like all board games and stuff like that. So it's insinuated that it's like one of his toys from his childhood that somehow already had batteries in it that work.
But what made him think it goes to Santa?
No, he was making that up.
Oh, he made it up.
Yeah.
And then it really happened?
Yeah. That's why he was like,
Hello,
nah.
audience. Now you know why I say he sucks.
Did you fall asleep? Because there's the scene where the girl goes like, oh, you know, I'm talking to Santa, and he tells the terrorist like, oh no, she's playing make believe, because he knows that that's his walkie-talkie from like the 90s or the 80s.
And then he yells at his door and says, there's no such thing as Santa Claus. All you kids listening out there, under the age of 13, there is. Don't listen to these stupid movies.
So for me, yes, it was boring. Yes, I did fall asleep. The action sequences after that were pretty cool, though. I did like the use of music. I think the acting outside of David Harbour is not at all that great. They really misused the characters. They were underwriting all the rest of the characters. It does rip off a lot of other greater movies, and I think at the end of the day, you're better off watching a different movie. So for David Harbour and the action alone, I would have to give this a
Wait, before you give it anything.
suspense.
There was one scene that nobody would ever do. And you don't even know what it is, probably.
I mean, we didn't really talk about favorite scenes, but I think my favorite scene was like the Home Alone one when he's on the ladder.
Oh, no. When the father takes the money. He takes the
Spoiler alert, if you care.
takes the money and does something with it that nobody in their right mind would have done. I don't give a damn who's dying. Nobody was going to do that.
There were so many things he could have burned in that scene. Like he could have.
Oh, you just told him, spoiler alert.
No. I didn't say what he put. I didn't say what he burned.
Well, I said that he went to get the money, so you just said he burned it.
Now you said it.
No, you said it.
I didn't
See, you
spoil
screwed
it.
up for
You
everybody.
spoiled
You
it.
know what? We
We'll do
saved
it.
you almost 2 hours of garbage off your life, so don't worry about seeing it.
We'll do
See Fat Man instead.
an instant was a playback. We'll do a playback and
I don't know why they did anything. Santa's immortal.
or like a shirt.
Oh, that's what screwed up everything. The Elf. Where was Elf in that movie near the end?
Well,
All right,
when the-
this poor kid too young. They don't remember these things. Remember in Elf? All you people out there watch Elf.
I watch Elf
Remember
every
the
year.
ending
You
of
hate
Elf?
Elf.
When Ed Asner at Santa Claus says, I can't get the sled up. We need somebody to believe. We need to believe in Christmas. And they go outside Central Park and they all start going, you better watch out. And they all start singing. Remember this, guys? Remember? And then his sled takes off. Whee! Well, the ending of this movie is the same thing all over again.
Oh, they all say I believe in Santa.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but the thing is, I said Elf like 10 minutes ago.
you use it in different contexts.
I said it was the same idea that people weren't believing in Christmas. I was talking about the same thing. Anyways,
Actually, better movie. Go see Deadpool and Wolverine, but don't bring the children. Not for children.
yeah, no. But to end this, like we should have ended the movie. I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 5.
Oh, you're copying me.
Sometimes it happens.
So I could give it a 0.
No.
Why not? You said you liked it better than me.
No. You have to have some stars on the table. I said I liked it for David Harbour and the action, but I don't think it's enough. It's like right in between a 1 and a 2. I don't think it deserves to get to that 2 because it was just so boring and so like it didn't need to exist. Like we have Die Hard, we have Elf, we have that one scene in Scrooge. We didn't need this movie.
How much money did this movie make?
All right, how about you guess? Okay, I'll give you a hint. The
$10.
budget was $20 million.
Oh, they had to lose money.
So now you tell me the box office.
15 million.
No.
5 million.
No.
If this thing made over $100 million, we're screwed.
I don't know if you round up 76.
Oh, good. They make 100. Then they won't have a remake.
There is a sequel in the works.
What is it going to be next? Santa and the Easter Bunny?
No,
Santa meets the Easter Bunny.
they did reference the Easter Bunny in the movie.
I know that.
So maybe there will be like a cinematic universe of imaginary,
I hope it's not going to be
non-imaginary
like the
characters.
Leprechaun series.
thank you so much for watching this very special episode of Take 303. We are hoping to get back onto schedule on our next episode. August may be a little bit up in the air, so we may have more guests for you too. We want to thank again our guest for today, X-Bob. If you want to see more of X-Bob and his commentary on different movies, especially movies that are coming out in theaters, I don't think there's anything else that you're interested in watching this year, though, right? Anything new in theaters that you want to see? Well, make sure you're following us on Spotify, YouTube, you're liking and commenting. We always throw out a poll question and
Look
question.
up X-Bob episodes.
I know.
on
I'm getting to it. We always do a poll and a question of the week. The question of the week is what is your favorite holiday movie? Do you have a favorite? Thank you. And then the poll question is, should Violent Night get a sequel? Are you excited about Violent Night 2? Also, last but not least, make sure that if you haven't checked out X-Bob on YouTube, you can type in X-Bob Gamer on YouTube. You'll find about 48 episodes. Some of them are in the thousands of views right now. You haven't done an episode, I think, in about
Well, I can't
2
see
years.
too well, especially with these lights too.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, when we do X-Bob, we never put the lights on you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So maybe, is there a new episode coming out on the horizon?
No.
Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.